That's a lot more money. That's a result. Results are important because a result is what we need to build upon.
Yeah, yeah. Ooh. Chase money. Chase money. Hey. Hey. Woo. I do not feel no pressure. I just put in extra effort. I do not feel no pressure. I just put in extra effort. I do not feel no pressure. I just put in extra effort. I do not feel no pressure. Hey, look.
All right, guys, it's your boy John Lawson. I know. I can't believe we're this deep into season 1. And I'm so excited because right now we're going to talk about that launch. The launching of your product is so important. But actually, I'm going to make it so it's not that detrimental or that important for your product, whether or not it's a great launch or not so great. That's okay. How many times do you think we tried to put a man on the moon before he landed there? All we learn from our failures is how to get better. So I don't want you to freak out and go all in on a first launch. So what I want to talk to you about is how to do a soft launch. What a soft launch is going to do for you, it's going to let you know whether you have a viable product for the market. I think that's a good thing to learn. Absolutely. So the first thing you're going to need a launch date. A launch date is simply a time in the future where you're like, okay, my product's ready and I'm going to let people know about it. Normally, when you have all your product parts together, your site together, some scripts that you're going to write, some ads that you might put out there, even though I said you don't want to put a lot of ads, I'm talking about just letting people know inside of your group that it's coming. So you want to have a launch date so you can build on the excitement and the anticipation of your course or your membership site or whatever it is that we're talking about starting your event. Whatever it is, your speaker, money-making idea, they get a little bit of time to really, really start feeling that excitement. Like, I can't wait. John's getting ready to launch something. Yeah? So you want to be excited and you want to get them excited. Have a date out in the future so you can say to them, hey, it's coming. It's coming. It's almost here. It's here. And they go out and they press the buy now button and you get paid. And that's the important part. So part of a soft launch is what we've already covered, which was knowing that target audience. So once you know who they are, then you're able to communicate with them. So you want to reach out to that target audience and let them know, hey, something's coming up. Are you interested? Do you want to opt in? How do you get them to opt in? Fantastic question. You want to give them something for free. Yay! Free. Everybody loves free. There's only one other word in the English language that gets people more excited than free. Do you know what it is? It's your name. That's it. Your name and then free. Those are the two killer words. So guess what? If you can address your people by their name and say, hey, I got something free for you, you get a double bam with that one. All right? So you got all your people that you're already engaging with. You come out with something like a free checklist or a free startup, 3 things you want to do to get started, or 3 things you want to, or 5 things you want to avoid. Those kind of things are really great for building a quick mailing list. And you really want to have a list of people that look at you as an expert, and then you are able to launch to those people. That's why I call it a soft launch. Let's say you only have 100 people that you actually got emails from, or 200 people. You can do a soft launch to those people. And what that's going to do is just kind of give you an understanding of what kind of return on investment you can expect. If you got 100 people and you send it out to 100 people, and let's say we just use kind of a standard 20% open that, and out of the 20% that open, 3 of them buy, what does that mean? You got a 3% buy rate. I can work with that 3%. So look, if I want to sell 1,000 and I only got 3%, how many people are going to buy from my 1,000? That's 30 people. That's huge. Especially if you're talking about, you ain't making no money. to now making 30 people money, that's a lot more money. That's a result. Results are important because a result is what we need to build upon. Yeah? Doesn't matter you only got 3%. If we got 3%, we're going to learn how to double that, triple that to 9%. And then we're going to learn how and really figure out their messaging and how to create better advertising and get people more engaged so that we can bring that up to 20%, right? I'm telling you, there's different ways to do the launch, but the first thing you're going to need is some sort of result. And that's why we do a soft launch first, all right? So you know who your audience is. We learn how to reach the audience, always knowing what the problem is that we're trying to solve. That's really the why. Why are we doing anything? Why did you create that course, John? Because people are having problems making money while they're speaking. They're doing all the speaking for free, but they're never making any money. So John has a course on how to make money doing speaking and teaching what you know. Why do you have that, John? Because I know that's a problem for people that are out there trying to speak and build their informational business. Feel me? Yeah, you feel me. All right? You want to understand the buying journey? That's simply where they buy from. How do they purchase? How much information do they need to know before they're willing to make that purchase and give you that money? All right? And you know what? There's a thing back, I don't know when they started, probably in the late 2000s. This guy named Jeff Walker, he did a launch sequence. And literally, I mean, he's mastered the launch because he's never really taught anything else but the launch. So he's taught people how to launch products for the last like 11 years. And it's the same formula each time. But the basic formula for a Jeff Walker type launch is where you give information day 1, you give information day 2, you give information day 3, day 4, you open the cart. I'm sure you've probably seen this. Maybe you haven't, but it's a very unique way to launch. And part of what I like about that is that you're really given a lot of quality information before you're asking people to invest in your product. I don't necessarily think you need to go all the way out with the videos and the way that they do it, but the concept of giving killer quality information and then hooking them in at the end, I think is fantastic. So when you're dealing with your content in groups, think about making sure that you give good quality information so that people don't tease them. Just give them the answer, right? They'll be like, well, here's 3 ways. I got 5. Couldn't sign up. I hate when people do that. It just, you lose all credibility. It's all about building credibility. And once you do that, you just lose it. All right? So I love giving really good quality information way before you ask for a credit card. All right? You want to validate your product. What do I mean by validating the product? When we do the soft launch, we actually start seeing people getting results. And once we have results, we can ask those people to give us a testimonial. Here's the thing, man. I can talk about how great I am all day. I'm sure you can tell. Yeah, I'm sure I have. But to have somebody else say how great John is, if I'm standing there and somebody's like, oh, you don't know John Lawson? Man, his stuff is so good. He gives out so much. And I just stand there and just be going, oh, thank you. Oh, please stop. Please continue. Right? What that does is that has way more value than me talking about myself. That's why people get introduced before you get on stage. That's the MC is passing over his goodwill that he's created on that stage, introducing other people. When he introduces you, he gives you credibility. Testimonials give your product credibility. So you want to build in with this soft launch. You can tell people, here's what I do. I will do a soft launch on a product. I will give those people the best of the best of the best. I will ask them that they, in turn, are very vocal with me about what they need, how they feel the course is coming along, what do you think should be added, what are some of the questions you're having, some of the stumbling blocks, and I will give them very, very personalized time. The purpose of me doing that is so I can find out the information to make the course better. And also, I say, look, I will do this with you guys because you're the first out, and I'm going to give you a special deal. The only thing I ask is if you got some comments, give me a testimonial. I don't care if you hated it, you know? And when you say, like, I don't care if you hated it, that automatically puts into their head that they're not going to give a testimonial about hating it. That's some NLP for you. And you tell people, I don't care if you do X, usually they won't do X because they only do X when you care. It's kind of crazy, right? So it diffuses them a little bit. And they'll give you a great testimonial because they know you're not going to use the shitty one. Yeah, you can say all you want about my this, that, and the third. I don't care. I really don't care because those are just the ones I won't use. But what you want to do is get some testimonials. Having testimonials really from third-party people is going to amplify your sales figures. All right? You want to have a sales funnel. Doesn't have to be a big, long, drawn-out thing. I've already given you about putting content out in the beginning. Then you ask for people to buy after you have a kind of like lead time where you're letting people know and getting up the hype. You let them buy. You get them in. You start finding out the information. Then you get ready for your next launch. This is the big launch, right? Now you know what's going on. You know the problem that you're really solving. You've tightened your content. And you know who the avatar is now because you're talking to the people in the soft launch about what their real big problem was that you're solving. Now you're really ready to go large. And that's when we do a larger launch. That's when you start spending a little bit of money on those Facebook ads. That's when you seriously start putting blog posts and other content around it so that during that build-up phase, it's really starting to generate all of that hype. And just think about it, guys. You can do that launch and sell another 6. And guess what? The next month, do a launch again. I've literally done launch after launch after launch for 6 weeks in a row. Each week, doing the exact same thing. Monday, put out a new ad and a Facebook Live. Tuesday, another Facebook Live talking about the product. Wednesday, finally, my best stuff, I'm giving it to them on Wednesday and Thursday. I'm opening the cart. And you can go buy it right now, and it's only open until Sunday. And then I close the cart on Sunday and start the entire process again on Monday with a whole new audience. You feel me? That's how I have built several of my courses to hundreds of people just by doing launch over and over and over again. You can get into launch mode for many a weeks if you want to, and just every Monday, you get started, bam, because you just closed the last cart, so it's closed Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, open it again on Thursday, and get all that money, man. You know what I'm saying? And so Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays are payday for you. Sundays, it closes down, you start all over. There's so many ways to launch a product. Don't think this is a one-time deal. You can have this baby over and over and over again. I know. Doesn't that sound great? Having a baby multiple times every week? No, it doesn't. But if your baby is money, I want to do that as much as I can. All right? Any rate. So there you go. That's some of the stuff you're going to need to get that launch. Oh, the other thing is make it easy for people to pay you. Make it easy for people to pay you. Why are you sitting around talking about, well, I don't take the Cash App. Why are you too good for the damn Cash App? I don't know why. It's so easy. Make them easy to get the money. If they want to use PayPal, I take PayPal. You want to use Stripe and your credit card, I take credit card. You want to send me cash, I'll take the Cash App. You want to do Patreon or whatever that shit is? What is it called? What's it called? Patreon. Okay, Patreon. I'm getting all my cues now. I don't care. If it's going to give me money, I'm going to use it. If that's what you're using, fantastic. You can use that too. Make it easy for people to pay you, man. Don't turn away money because you're a snob. How can you be a snob? That's stupid. Don't be a snob. Don't be a technology money slob. That's not good. Yeah. All right, cool. Anything else? Testimonials. Make sure you're giving them value. I did it. I hit them all. But more than anything, I think it's really important that you have a date. Building that that anticipation. And really what happens is when you say this is the date and this is when it's not available, it makes people jump on it right now. So anyway, there you go. That's how you're going to launch. You got questions? Let me know. I'll be out here somewhere, at least until the next episode. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.